YouTube community, the medium fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we're here today for a review of the great record by the Medium, City Life. This is their brand new album released through Earth Libraries Records. If you're not familiar with Earth Libraries, maybe you know the Melons. They're on that same label. Great label. City Life is a great album. It finds the guys in Nashville on their third record here, and being inspired by those country-esque sounds and really searching. These lyrics are a combination of stories and a combination of conversations and also introspection and, looking around and seeing what the world's like around you, which is my favorite kind of thing to experience with a record. Hearing how someone experiences something that we all feel or all go through during the day, but puts their take on it, is always going to be fascinating to me. And this album is full of that. It's very, I would say, inspired by Neil Young, Ray Davies, even a little Syd Barrett here and there. But overall, that singer-songwriter vibe of the early 70s really permeates this thing. But this wears those influences on its sleeve, but it's not a tattoo. Like, it's absolutely its own identity, but it knows where it came from. But it also sounds very unique and very of its time and very of these guys. So, with that, let's jump in. The opening track, City Life, the title track of this record, has these really gentle harmonies just laced liltingly on top of these really lightly strummed acoustic guitars. It's almost like if Neil Young had the Everly Brothers backing them up, or backing him up, and it sounds wonderful. It's such a great combination. Some really joyous moments. There's some optimistic sounding breaks, but the storytelling is straight out of the early 70s playbook. I love the lead guitar bits that happen throughout this thing and the overall nostalgic feeling that it has. I read that this song was about a move, and you definitely get that feeling. Like, whenever you've moved somewhere, it can be daunting and kind of scary, but once you get to where you want to go, sometimes you find maybe it was better than you were, or it's actually more exciting than you thought it would be. So the payoff is its own reward. And, this song is kind of about that. And I kind of like that the cover is also the way it is, being called City Life. It's like looking at an apartment building, all the groovy people you'd see inside it. Frown Town is a song that I want to know more about. Musically, for me, this sounds like Village Green era Kinks, and particularly the Ray Davies style, where you write about an area and its surroundings and the people who inhabit it, going around their daily life. It's a very Ray Davies kind of thing to do, but who are these clowns behind these walls? What are they doing? Why is everyone miserable here? What's up with Frowntown? The organ solo, the old school organ solo, seals the deal for me on this one. It almost, for me, sounds a little almost Jerry and the Pacemakers-esque, as well as the Kinks, kind of mixed together. And I'm digging it a lot, but yeah, super cool song. Sellout City is one of my favorite tracks on the record that comes up next. And it's one of those songs where, like, they were doing a lot of writing like this in the 70s. The first thing that pops into my mind is like Success Story by The Who, or Life's Been Good by Joe Walsh, where you're singing about wanting to make it big and maybe even being big and what that would feel like. And, when you're in a band, all you want to do is get famous and have people hear your music and show up at your concerts and make them happy. And this kind of feels like that, but it's also probably a little bit tongue-in-cheek at the same time. The bass on this song is great. It's rubbery and soulful. The big rock choruses are excellent and catchy. The chorus vocals stick in your head. You're going to want to sing along with it as soon as it's playing. And that hi-hat shuffle that ties it all together in the chorus. I'm a sucker for the hi-hat shuffle, man. So, love that one. Ghost in the Garden is a very chill, very gentle tune with very tight Neil Young-esque vocals on this one for sure. Those harmonies are just unreal. Good for Halloween. Definitely a good for Halloween song. Sounds like it's about this girl named Daisy who unfortunately might haunt a garden. One of those things that may have been an overheard story somewhere at some point in someone's life, but the feeling and the atmosphere they create on this track is wonderful. It's not a scary ghost song. It's kind of like you're sad for this person. You're sad for this ghost. It's like, oh, this ghost followed me home. It's like, oh man, like, what's this ghost doing? But I love the drums lightly tapping away underneath it all, just creating this blanket of warmth. It's a very well-produced song. James Harvey closes off side one, and this one's definitely bouncy and jangly, almost kind of Birds-ish, but poor James went missing while fishing or swimming or both. The Medium is great at these storytelling songs and creating atmosphere for these characters to develop and kind of establish their own identity inside. Something Paul McCartney was really good at as well, beyond Ray Davies. But you know, these guys definitely grew up with those records and they understand the power of a good character story song. Golden Angels opens up side two, and from what I understand, this is kind of based off of an AC/DC riff, an AC/DC-esque idea, and it sounds like it. It's such a groovy riff. It's kind of like, what if AC/DC was around in the mid 60s, you know, creating garage rock stuff, but super tight drums, very excited vocals, and vocally, like the lead vocal for me almost sounds a little Devo-esque. So they're kind of blending genres and ideas here, but I just love the charged up energy. It's palpable the whole way through. Excellent rock and bass. Really digging this one. The Day Dale Died is a very sweet ballad about Dale Earnhardt, the NASCAR driver. Really impassioned lead vocals on this one. Nice guitar, you know, touches of slide guitar, and really good piano accents. It creates a very somber atmosphere, but it's a really beautiful, touching ballad about Dale Earnhardt. Horse and Heart, this one is absolutely Neil Young coded, like 1000%, but in the best possible way. It just works really well. Very comfy 60s chord changes, excellent tight harmony vocals, and a beautiful slide guitar. Definitely an album standout for sure if you're into that like early 70s folk rock kind of thing. The last two songs on the record are some of my favorites. Name of the Game. I love the punchy, upbeat delivery on this one. Really magical harmonies kind of sparkling away in the background, and that wonderful solo. Tambourine on full blast in different moments of the song. Possibly a Billy Madison reference with the I Must Be Miles Davis kind of bit. But it's just good 60s pop rock goodness. And then Go to Sleepy Bye Bye is a very fun little quirky ending. And for me, definitely a lullaby of songs, but kind of goofy and fun, almost if you combine like Revolver with Syd Barrett and again a little bit of Ray Davies, and then mixed them all together, you get this really quirky, sort of unique ending of a record. So kind of, not that it's say like it doesn't like tie it all together, but it gives it like a finality moment that works really well. Here's the back cover. Very nice, simple look to it. Inner sleeve, and this record happens to be on a really nice lavender vinyl. Love that, kind of a lavender splatter. Looks fantastic. So there you go, City Life by The Medium. I'm really into this album. I really enjoy the storytelling element, the character songs, definitely understanding how to make a really well done early 70s rock kind of feel, soft rock kind of feel, folk rock feel. They do this so warmly and so lovingly. It's definitely a bit of a tribute to what you could tell they grew up with. But it's also very of themselves. The whole album isn't just a pastiche of old sounds. They take little bits and pieces of what they love and what they know and make their own blend, which is very unique to them. So there really isn't a band that sounds like this right now. That's really exciting. So if you're into that early 70s Neil Young kind of stuff, late 60s Ray Davies stuff, you're going to really dig this record a lot. It's a lot of fun to listen to. You know, I've played it a bunch of times and I really enjoy it every time. There isn't a bad song on the bunch. I'm definitely feeling a pretty strong 7, light 8 on this thing for sure. It's an excellent album. I highly recommend it if you're into classic rock, or if you want to hear something new that's reminiscent of classic rock, that's just kind of a comfy listen to get into. I would absolutely recommend this album. Just want to give a quick shout out to Casey and the team at Earth Libraries for sending over this record for me. You know, they saw my channel and saw what I'm into and thought this would be a good fit, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So thank you so much for sending this my way. And this review was completely my own gig, my own thoughts. But yeah, highly recommend if you're into that early 70s, late 60s kind of soft rock, folk rock feel. I think you would dig it a lot. So that's it. My name is Giggens. This has been The Medium, City Life, out now. Go stream it, go buy it, go see them in concert. Yeah, can't recommend it enough. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Put on some City Life. See you later.